Good morning, students. As I told you earlier, you are having two formatives in the month of September, right? So, today we'll discuss about the formatives. This is science practical. So, this is for 10 marks and it is based on lesson number 3, force and pressure. Okay, you have already learned that lesson. I taught you that lesson. Okay, so in that balanced and unbalanced force, okay, you will study this experiment. Today I will explain you this experiment. Then based on this experiment you are having one formative. So what is the aim of the experiment? The aim of the experiment is to study balanced and unbalanced forces by using the materials available in day-to-day life. What is the aim of the experiment? To study balanced and unbalanced forces by using the materials available in day-to-day life. Now, what are the apparatus and materials? The apparatus and materials required for the experiment is cardboard box, string, two weighing pans, table, etc. So these are the apparatus: cardboard box, string, two weighing pans and table. So this is about aim and apparatus. Okay, now the next one is diagram. So this is the diagram. As you can see here, this is balanced and unbalanced force. Okay, so you will do labeling by your own. Labeling is not given, you will do by your own. This is cardboard box, this is table, then weighing pans, right, and this is string. So these you will label. So this is about diagram. Now we will see the procedure. Okay, so what is the procedure? This is the procedure. I will explain you the procedure, but you are not going to write the procedure. First point, tie thick strings to two opposite sides of the cardboard box as shown in the figure. As shown in the figure, you will tie thick string to two opposite sides of the cardboard box. Then place the box on a smooth table in such a manner that the two strings hang on the opposite sides of the table and the box rests at the center of the table as shown in the figure. You will tie two strings to two opposite sides of the cardboard box and then place the box on a smooth table in such a manner that the two strings hang on the two opposite sides of the table and the box rests at the center of the table. Now tie a weighing pan to each of these hanging strings. On both the sides you will tie a weighing pan. Place equal masses on both the pans and observe what happens to the box. Now we will place equal masses on both the pans and observe what happens to the box. Then add some mass in one pan so that the two pans now have unequal masses. Now after that what we will do? We will add some more mass in one of the pan so that the two pans now have unequal masses. Observe what happens to the box. Write your observations and your conclusion. So this is about procedure. You are not going to write the procedure. Then next one is observation. Okay, so what is the observation? When equal masses are kept in the pans, the box does not move. When equal masses are kept in the pan, the box does not move. The cardboard box which were kept in the center of the table, that will not move when both the sides we are keeping equal masses. Second one, when more mass is kept in one pan than in the other, the box starts moving in the direction of the pan where the mass is more. Now when there are equal masses, the box will not move, but when the more mass is kept in one pan than in the other pan, the box starts moving in the direction where we are kept more mass. Now what is the conclusion? Equal gravitational forces act on both the pans when equal masses are kept in them. Equal gravitational forces act on both the pans when equal masses are kept in them. This means that balanced forces act on the box. That is, the effective force acting on the box is equal to 0 as these forces are equal in magnitude and act on the box in opposite direction. So when there is a balanced force, when the equal gravitational force act on both the pans when there are equal masses. Yes, This means that balanced forces act on the box, that is the effective force acting on the box is 0. When the effective force is 0, when on both the pans we are keeping equal masses, and this means that the balanced force is acting on the box. Then the magnitude and on which act on the box is in opposite direction. Now the second conclusion is, by increasing the mass in one of the pans, unequal forces are applied to the box on the two sides. Now, by increasing the mass in one of the pan, the unequal forces are applied to the box on the two sides. Yes, if in one pan there is more weight as compared to the another pan, then there are unequal forces are acting on the box. This means that unbalanced force are acting on the box, imparting motion to the box in the direction, and because of the unbalanced force, it imparting motion to the box in the direction where we are kept more mass, and hence the force is more at that side. Okay, hope you are clear with the conclusion. Yes, what is the conclusion? First conclusion is, equal gravitational forces act on both the pans when equal masses are kept, and by increasing the mass in one of the pan, unequal forces are applied to the box. Now, two forces are said to be balanced if they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Two forces are said to be balanced if they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Yes, when the two forces are said to be balanced if they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Two forces are said to be unbalanced if they are unequal in magnitude or if they are not acting in opposite directions. And the two forces are said to be unbalanced if they are unequal or if they are not acting in opposite directions. So this is about conclusion. Till now we have seen aim of the experiment, apparatus, diagram, observation and conclusion. Now what you have to do is, you have to take one paper. On a paper you will write your name, standard, division, and then you will write down the aim, apparatus, then you will draw the diagram with the labeling, that is diagram of balanced and unbalanced force. You will do the labeling also, and after writing that you will write down the answers of the following questions. Okay, after that you will answer the following questions. Now I will read out the questions. Serially you will write down answer. Okay, there are 6 questions. After writing the aim, apparatus, diagram, you will write down the answers. Okay, all 1 to 6 answers you will write down serially. So what is the first question? Question number 1 is, what happens when equal masses are kept in both the pans? Question number 1 is, what happens when equal masses are kept in both the pans? Question number 2, what will happen if we'll keep more mass in one pan as compared to the another pan? What will happen if we will keep more mass in one pan as compared to the another pan? Third one is question number 3. Why is the effective force acting on the box equal to 0? Why is the effective force acting on the box is equal to 0? Now the next question is question number 4. Does the cardboard box move if there is no mass in both the pans? Does the cardboard box move if there is no mass in both the pans? Next question number 5. Which force acts on both the pans when equal masses are kept in the pans? Which force acts on both the pans when equal masses are kept in the pans? And the last question is, when are the two forces are acting? When are the two forces acting on a body said to be balanced? When are the two forces acting on a body said to be balanced? So these are the 6 questions. You will write down answers of all these 6 questions serially. Write down question number properly and then write down answers. Okay, these 6 questions are based on your observation and conclusion. Now After writing everything, these answers, you will take a peek of that, then you will upload it on the link which is provided to you all earlier in your class group. Okay, and your submission is on 14th September, that is on Monday. So you are having enough time to complete your project, okay, to complete your formative, right? So you will upload it on the link provided to you all earlier, and your submission is on 14th of September, that is Monday. Okay, through the new link you will upload it in your respective division group. Now one more thing, I hope you remember that as earlier I had told you, I gave you project also, and I had told you that I will give you the date later. So that project which was given, that is on lesson number 8 pollution, that also you have to submit on 14th of September, right? What you have to do in that project, that is, it is on lesson number 8. You have to write down any 2 types of pollution, means their reasons, effects and preventive measures, and draw or stick one picture for each, and you have to again you have to click a pic of that paper, and you will upload it using the new link, okay, in your division wise group, right? So this is also you have to submit it on 14th of September. I hope you are clear with this. So you have to submit both the formatives, your experiment, that is practical, and your project on 14th of September using new link. Okay, without fail you will write your name, standard, division, roll number on the paper where you are writing the project, or where you are writing the experiment, or where you are writing the practical, right? Without fail you will write your name, standard, division and roll number. Okay, and you have to upload it on 14th September. So submission date is on 14th September. So which 2 formatives you have to upload? That is practical and project. Okay, hope we are clear with this. You have enough time to complete. Okay, on time you will submit your formative. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.